Before sunrise, the roads of Lagos are already filling with the iconic yellow Danfo buses, each one a vessel carrying the city's lifeblood, the workers, traders, and dreamers who power this megacity. Hundreds of kilometers away, in the quiet of the countryside, a farmer walks into his fields, the air cool and still, his day measured not by traffic, but by the sun. In the ancient city of Kano, a leatherworker's skilled hands transform a raw hide, a craft passed down through generations. This is the relentless, creative, and constant energy of a nation at work. It is a place where a deep connection to the land coexists with the dizzying pace of modern urban life, and where the hustle to survive is matched only by the ambition to thrive. This is Nigeria, a country of immense scale and complexity, whose true story is not found in headlines but in the daily lives of its more than 200 million people. And to understand their world is to witness a powerful story of resilience, faith, and the unwavering pursuit of a better future. A Nigerian morning begins not with silence, but with sound. It is the sound of a generator rumbling to life, the call to prayer from a mosque, the harmonies of a gospel choir, the sizzle of oil as vendors prepare the first food of the day. It is the sound of life, immediate and unfiltered. The fundamental unit of that life is the family. Not just parents and children, but a sprawling network of grandparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins that forms the bedrock of society. A person's identity is tied first to their family name, and their successes and failures are shared. This extended family is a safety net, a source of support, and a web of obligation that shapes a person's most important decisions. This sense of collective identity extends into the community. In a crowded Lagos neighborhood, neighbors are not strangers. They are part of daily life, sharing news and watching over each other's children. In a rural village, the entire community might come together to help a family build a new house. And woven through everything is an undeniable spirit of entrepreneurship. In Nigeria, waiting for things to happen is not an option. Life demands a hustle, a drive to create, to trade, to sell, to find a way. From the woman selling groundnuts on a street corner to the tech CEO securing international funding, this ambition is a defining characteristic. It is a blend of necessity, optimism, and a deep-seated belief that with hard work and the grace of God, a better life is always possible. To speak of a single Nigerian experience is impossible. The country is a mosaic of landscapes, cultures, and realities. Life in the humid, frenetic coastal metropolis of Lagos is a world away from life in the ancient, semi-arid city of Kano in the north. In Lagos, life is lived at full speed, a vertical existence of apartment blocks and office towers, all hemmed in by the Atlantic. It is a melting pot where hundreds of languages are spoken and fortunes are sought. Travel 1,000 kilometers north, and the rhythm of life transforms. In Kano, a historic center of trade, the pace is slower. The Hausa language is dominant. The call to prayer marks the passage of the day, and life is deeply intertwined with the traditions of the Sahel. In the southeast, in cities like Onitsha, The entrepreneurial spirit of the Igbo people is palpable, driven by sprawling markets that are hubs of commerce for the entire region. In the Niger Delta, life is shaped by the creeks and rivers and the complex legacy of the oil industry. And across the country's vast middle belt, fertile farmlands are tended by diverse communities, their lives governed by the rhythm of the planting and harvest seasons. A Nigerian might live in a modern apartment or a traditional family compound. They might travel on a crowded highway or a dusty rural road. Their experience of their own country is profoundly shaped by where they were born, the language they speak, and the community they call home. The day begins in darkness. Before sunrise, in homes across the country, the quiet work of preparation is underway. A mother lights a cooking fire, the smell of frying plantain filling the air. The first prayers of the day are offered, a quiet moment before the rush begins. As the sun rises, the country awakens in a wave of motion. Yellow Danfo buses begin their first runs, already filling with workers. Children in crisp school uniforms walk in groups along roadsides. Market traders lift heavy metal shutters, revealing stalls piled high with yams, peppers, and textiles. In the villages, farmers are already in their fields. By mid-morning, the energy is at its peak. The cities are choked with traffic, a phenomenon so common it has its own name: the go-slow. Offices are full, construction sites are active, and the markets are a riot of color, sound, and negotiation. The afternoon brings a heavy, tropical heat. The pace slows, but never stops. As the day begins to cool, the evening rush begins, a mirror image of the morning's chaos as millions make the long journey home. Evening is a time for family and community. It is the sound of children playing football in the street before dark. It is the smell of jollof rice or egusi soup being prepared for the evening meal. In the neighborhoods, life spills out from the homes onto the streets. Barbershops, small stores, and food stalls stay open late, their lights creating pools of activity in the warm darkness. It is a life lived largely in public, a shared experience from the first light of dawn until the last generator is switched off. To understand modern Nigeria, you must understand Lagos. It is not just a city, it is a force of nature, a sprawling, chaotic, and endlessly energetic megacity of more than 20 million people. To live here is to be in a constant state of negotiation, with traffic, with crowds, with the very space you occupy. The day for a Lagosian often begins before 5 a.m. The commute is the first and greatest challenge. A worker might spend 2 or 3 hours traveling to their job, a journey that is a microcosm of Lagos life. The crush of people waiting for a bus, the skillful maneuvering of the driver through traffic, the vibrant scenes of life unfolding on the roadside. Lagos is a city of stark contrasts. The gleaming office towers and luxury apartments of Ikoyi and Victoria Island stand a short distance from high-density neighborhoods where life is lived on a more modest scale. On the water, fishermen in wooden canoes cast their nets in the shadow of the Third Mainland Bridge, one of the longest in Africa. But what draws people here is the undeniable sense of opportunity. Lagos is the economic and cultural engine of the nation. It is the home of the tech industry, the heart of Nollywood, the center of fashion, and the place where a person with a good idea and relentless determination can, against all odds, build a successful life. The energy is infectious. It is a city that demands everything from you, but also offers the tantalizing promise that anything is possible. Leave the traffic and noise of Lagos behind, and the rhythm of Nigeria changes completely. In the smaller towns and rural communities where the majority of Nigerians still live, life is governed by a different clock. Here, the connection to the land is tangible. In a farming village, the day is structured around the needs of the crops. The work is physically demanding, but it provides a sense of self-sufficiency. The food on the table comes from the family's own fields, and any surplus is taken to the local market. The market in a small town is the center of the universe. It is not just a place of commerce, but the primary social hub where news is exchanged and the community comes together. The pace is unhurried, and people know the sellers they buy from each week. Life here offers things the city cannot: space, clean air, and a deep sense of community. But this life also comes with its own challenges. Formal job opportunities are scarce. Access to quality healthcare and education can be limited, forcing families to send their children to boarding schools in larger towns if they can afford it. It is not a simpler life, but a different one, rooted in place, tradition, and the cycles of the seasons. In a world of rapid change, three pillars remain the unshakable foundation of Nigerian society: family, faith, and community. The extended family is the first and most important institution in a person's life. It is a source of identity, support, and immense pride. Major life events like a wedding or a funeral are not small private affairs. They are huge communal gatherings that can last for days, bringing together hundreds of relatives. Faith is woven into the very fabric of daily life. Nigeria is a deeply religious country with a large Muslim population, predominantly in the north, and a large Christian population, predominantly in the south. Religion is not just a Sunday or Friday affair, it is a constant presence. Phrases like "by God's grace" are part of everyday conversation. A person's faith informs their moral compass, provides comfort in times of hardship, and offers a powerful sense of community. The church, or the mosque, is not just a place of worship, it is a center for social life. These networks of family and faith create a powerful sense of community. In the neighborhoods, people look out for one another. In a country where state-provided social services can be limited, these traditional support systems are not just important, they are essential. Nigeria is not one culture. It is a vibrant constellation of hundreds of cultures, each with its own language, history, and traditions. This diversity is on display in the streets, in the markets, and in people's homes every single day. You see it in the clothing, the brilliant colors and intricate designs of the Yoruba Aso-ebi, the uniform fabric worn by family members at a wedding, create a stunning visual spectacle. You see it in the elegant, flowing robes worn by Hausa men in the north and the traditional wrappers of women in the south. You hear it in the languages. While English is the official language, it is spoken alongside more than 500 indigenous languages. A person might speak English at work, Nigerian Pidgin with their friends, and their mother tongue, like Yoruba, Igbo, or Hausa, at home. You experience it at a traditional wedding, which is a rich tapestry of cultural expression. It is a negotiation between two families, a celebration of heritage through specific rituals, clothing, food, and music. This cultural identity is a source of immense pride. It connects people to their history, to their ancestors, and to a specific place. The Nigerian economy is a story of immense scale and individual hustle. For most Nigerians, life is a constant calculation of earning, spending, and saving. Formal employment in salaried jobs, in banking, telecommunications, or government is highly sought after, but represents only a fraction of the workforce. The vast majority of people work in the informal economy. They are the market traders, the small shop owners, the artisans, the drivers, the tailors. Their income is not guaranteed. It depends on the sales of the day or the week. This has fostered a powerful entrepreneurial culture. It is common for someone with a full-time job to have a side hustle, a small business they run in the evenings or on weekends to supplement their income. The cost of living varies dramatically. Rent for a modest apartment in Lagos or Abuja can consume a huge portion of a person's salary. Outside the major cities, housing is far more affordable, but other costs are universal. Food prices can fluctuate, and the cost of fuel for cars and generators is a major household expense. School fees are a significant financial commitment for every family, and in a connected world, the cost of mobile data has become another essential monthly expense. Families manage their finances through careful budgeting, hard work, and the support of their extended network. To walk through a Nigerian market is to walk through the heart of its economy and social life. Whether it is a massive, sprawling market like Balogun in Lagos or a small, weekly market in a rural village, these are places of incredible energy. The day for a market trader begins long before the first customers arrive, with a journey to a wholesale supplier and the careful arrangement of goods, pyramids of red peppers, mountains of yams, bolts of colorful fabric. The market is a sensory overload. It is the smell of spices and dried fish, the sound of hundreds of conversations and negotiations happening at once, the vibrant colors of the produce and textiles. It is a highly organized chaos where every trader has their spot and every product has its price, though that price is almost always open to negotiation. These markets are more than just places to shop. They are major centers of employment, providing a livelihood for millions. They are complex logistical hubs, the final point in a supply chain that might begin on a small farm hundreds of kilometers away. And they are vital social spaces where people connect, exchange news, and maintain the bonds of community. In Nigeria, food is never just fuel. It is a language of love, a symbol of community, and a celebration of culture. The process of preparing and sharing a meal is central to family life. The foundation of many dishes is a rich, flavorful stew or soup, often made with a base of tomatoes, peppers, and onions. This is the soul of the meal, and every family has its own recipe. Regional diversity is expressed vividly in the food. In the southwest, you will find stews like egusi, made from ground melon seeds, often served with pounded yam. In the north, grilled meats like suya, coated in a spicy peanut mixture, are a beloved specialty. And across the country, jollof rice is a cultural icon, a one-pot dish of rice cooked in a rich tomato sauce, the subject of passionate rivalries with neighboring countries. Food is meant to be shared. A visitor arriving at a home will always be offered something to eat. it is a fundamental rule of hospitality. Meals are a time for the family to gather and connect, and street food is an essential part of the culture, with vendors selling everything from fried yams to grilled plantains, offering quick, delicious, and affordable meals to people on the go. Beyond the markets and farms, another powerful Nigerian industry has taken the world by storm. From a small film set in a Lagos suburb to a state-of-the-art recording studio, a new generation of creators is shaping the cultural identity of the continent. Nollywood, the Nigerian film industry, is one of the largest film producers in the world. It creates movies that tell Nigerian stories for a Nigerian audience, reflecting the joys and struggles of everyday life. These films are made with incredible speed and resourcefulness, and they resonate with audiences across Africa and the diaspora. At the same time, Nigerian music, particularly Afrobeats, has become a global phenomenon, with artists blending traditional rhythms with global influences to create a sound now heard worldwide. But behind the famous actors and musicians is a vast ecosystem of creative professionals, directors, camera crews, scriptwriters, fashion stylists, and producers. These industries are a major source of employment, particularly for the country's enormous youth population. They are a testament to the creativity and entrepreneurial spirit of modern Nigeria. Nigeria is a young country. The majority of its population is under the age of 30, and this youthful energy is palpable. It is a generation that is more connected, more educated, and more ambitious than any before it. You see their drive in the universities, in the bustling tech hubs of Lagos, and in the small businesses. They start with little more than a smartphone and a social media account. They are fashion designers, app developers, content creators, and entrepreneurs, all determined to build a better future. But they are also a generation facing immense challenges. Competition for jobs is fierce, the cost of living is high, and many feel that the country's systems do not always work in their favor. This creates a powerful tension. There is a deep sense of pride and a belief in Nigeria's potential, but also a frustration that can lead many to dream of leaving for opportunities abroad. The future of Nigeria rests on the shoulders of this generation. The daily life of a Nigerian is a masterclass in navigating infrastructure that is often stretched to its limits. The challenges are not abstract problems. They are practical, daily realities that require constant adaptation. Traffic is a defining feature of urban life. A journey that should take 30 minutes can easily take 3 hours, a reality that shapes a worker's entire schedule. Electricity is another daily negotiation. The national grid can be unreliable, leading to frequent power cuts. The sound of the generator is the unofficial soundtrack of the nation. For a family, it means planning chores around when there is power. For a small business owner, a generator is not a luxury, it is an essential and expensive piece of equipment. Access to the internet has become increasingly vital, but the cost of data can be a significant expense. Yet, it is this connection that powers small businesses and keeps families in touch. Nigerians have become experts at finding workarounds and at developing a remarkable resilience in the face of daily logistical challenges. Nigeria's natural environment is as diverse as its people, and it profoundly shapes their lives. In the south, the Atlantic coastline provides a livelihood for fishing communities. Moving inland, the landscape transitions to tropical rainforest and then to the wide open savanna of the Middle Belt, the country's food basket. Here, the lives of millions of farmers are tied to the rhythm of the rainy and dry seasons. A good rainy season means a bountiful harvest. A poor one can mean hardship. In the far north, the environment becomes drier, bordering the Sahel. Here, people have adapted to a more arid landscape, their lives shaped by the need to manage scarce water resources. Nature is not a distant concept. It is the source of food and resources, but it also presents challenges, from the intense heat to the heavy seasonal rains that can lead to flooding in the cities. To live in Nigeria is to live with a set of complex and persistent challenges. The high cost of living, driven by inflation, puts constant pressure on family budgets. Finding stable, well-paying employment is a major concern for many, particularly for the millions of young people entering the workforce each year. The sheer pressure of population in the cities creates challenges in housing, sanitation, and transportation. And while many Nigerians enjoy a safe and peaceful life, regional security concerns in some parts of the country are a source of anxiety. But to define Nigeria only by its problems is to miss the most essential part of the story. It is to miss the incredible resilience, the unwavering optimism, and the sheer determination of its people. They are not passive in the face of these challenges. They are active, resourceful, and constantly striving. They start businesses, they support their families, they build communities, and they hold on to a powerful faith in a better future. With all the demands and complexities of daily life, the question remains, why does Nigeria remain home? What is the powerful force that binds people to this energetic, complicated, and often challenging place? The answer is not one thing, but many. It is family. It is the deep, unbreakable bond of the extended family. The knowledge that you are part of a lineage, a history, that you belong to a people. It is community. It is the shared laughter with neighbors, the solidarity in times of need, the feeling of being understood without having to explain yourself. It is culture. It is the food, the music, the languages, the vibrant celebrations. It is a cultural richness that is a constant source of pride and identity. It is faith. For many, their relationship with God provides a deep sense of purpose, hope, and resilience that anchors them through life's difficulties, and it is opportunity. For all its challenges, Nigeria is a place of immense potential. It is a country where fortunes can be made, where a small idea can grow into a large enterprise. Nigeria is not an easy place to live, but it is a place that is intensely alive. It is a place that gets under your skin and into your soul. For the millions of people who call it home, it is not just a country on a map. It is the stage for their entire lives. A place of struggle, yes, but also a place of profound connection, unwavering hope, and deep, abiding love. As the sun sets, the energy of the day transforms. The market trader packs away her final goods. The worker makes the long journey home through the city lights. A family gathers to share a meal. Behind the scale and the headlines of one of Africa's most powerful nations are millions of individual lives, each one a story of work, family, faith, and the relentless, hopeful, and extraordinary business of living.